Holy cow. I swear there's a motorcycle in here somewhere. Chris, let's get this stuff unloaded.
Where do we start?
Let's just start unloading, man. So what our goal is we're gonna just uncover a path to get to these bikes.
Okay.
So guys, I just last week got a phone call about a pile of motorcycles and parts in Iowa. Saw some photos, immediately jumped in, drove up, and I had no clue what I was really getting into. There is so much stuff inside this trailer, including one motorcycle I absolutely fell in love with. Oh yeah, I see it. We're gonna have to dig this thing out, and I think it's closer to the back than we are to the front, so we'll just lay it all out right here. Oh my God. You good? Yep. Hap Jones Wassel tank for the chopper guys. Early 48 pan or knucklehead, flathead front brakes. There's like half a dozen of them in there.
This is like motorcycle heaven.
It's not heaven, Chris, it's Iowa.
If you know what it's from, leave it in the comments below.
Seat duo glide frame, probably 1950s, early 60s. This is a good one. Chrome ollie frame, don't weigh nothing. Looky there. Yeah. Ah, we can see motorcycles. Yes. You guys seeing what's in there? Yep. There you go. Oh boy. All right, guys, now I know this might to some look like a big pile of junk, but this is what it's all about, man. Motorcycle parts. Without the parts, the bikes don't exist. We get just excited about all the small stuff, the little stuff that makes it possible to build this stuff up. So, yep. Oh my God, we're close, but we're not that close. 2 barns, 2 attics. A bike was in an attic. We got up there, it was laying over on its side. I had no idea how they even got it up there. I mean, attic was 15, 18 feet off the ground, you know? And we lowered it out with a rope, all 500 pounds of it. This is what dreams are made of.
If you save it, it will run.
If you save it, it will run. All right. Woo! Ah, yes, I can see the light. Yeah. Oh, God. It's raining. Wonder what year this is. Nice bike. God, that thing is cool. All right, push it way up and out of the way.
All right.
So you got a whole trailer full of motorcycles destined to run again. First ride. Yes. Oh, yes. The bike of my dreams, right here, 1947 Harley Davidson WL. This thing's got all sorts of character. I'm telling you, it's just dripping with personality. And today's the day we're gonna take a shot at putting some life back in this motorcycle. Holy smokes, all right. We're gonna leave it right there because I think it might be, maybe we don't blow the dust off.
No.
Do we blow the dust off? Don't blow the dust off.
Do it. Let's just
leave
do
the
it.
dust, okay. Oh, it rolls so good.
And the tires hold there.
And the tires are holding there. I never would have guessed it. They were flatter than a pancake when we walked up to the bike in the garage. Oh, this thing just bleeds personality. It's got, so what are we looking at, guys? Harley Davidson 45, they made the WL 1937 to 1952. If I remember right, there was no VIN on the case, which means it might have been a new old stock case that they might have replaced the original engine with.
Yeah.
Looking the bike over, I mean, as far as characteristics go, you got a late 40, you got 47 and up taillight. What kind of transmission we got? We got a 3-bolt Harley 45 transmission. They came out with this trans in like 41. Exhaust pipe, this dates it, I want to say like pre-48. 48, I think they come out with the straight one. The straight tip, this still has the fishtail. 47 emblems. Okay, so there you go. Wait, it's got a 46 and earlier dash. Now, wait a minute, that's crazy. So it's got 47 emblems on the tank, but in 47, the shift gate on a 47 is completely different. Mount's completely different. It's a 46 and earlier shift gate. What is going on here? This is crazy. Let me see what we got here. Okay, so for you guys wondering all this gibberish I'm talking about, Harley Davidson gas tanks, they use these tanks on the WLs the whole time, 37 to 52. And you've got these decal and emblem changes shifter gate changes, dash changes throughout the years, you can see straight away these two types of tanks mount entirely different. There's this early style gate, mounts to the curvature of the tank. 1947 rolls around, and they actually emboss this whole area of the tank to run just 2 quarter 20 bolts right in. Mounts this thing in that little embossed area of the gas tank. It's embossed, it's reinforced. What's weird about this is that first gear on this gate was always forward. And if you guys look, first gear, there's first and back, neutral, second, third. Doesn't even make sense. It's like somebody made that shift gate. Okay, let's look under here and see if we can get a better idea of what we're doing now. We haven't even kicked it over yet, man, so we don't know if the engine spins or not, but looking at the completeness of the bike, is that my beard or a spider? So what do we got? Early dash. It's okay. I think I'm getting a harness on things here. This is through 1946 they used this dash. They went to that new dash in 47. And my guess is that they added these later.
Well, I was going to wonder, like, because you've got the custom paint. They've striped this differently, and you've got the pinstripe on the back. If they just stuck those on because they like the look of it better than the earlier decals.
Common stuff, is to update it. How do you make your old bike look like
new.
What they're selling brand new? Update it with some emblems, and those emblems are
nice.
They're amazing. Look at that, you got a little bit of red left. Undoubtedly original emblems. There's no spark plugs in it. Okay. So it oughta.
Oh,
we're good. Let's spray some Croil in there. When an engine's been sealed up the whole time, it's pretty protected from the elements. When a plug's been out like that, as long as that plug's been out, we're gonna go ahead and lube it up because it's been exposed to outside air. You got a 13/16.
Is it 13/16?
Yeah, and you're gonna need, there's a socket in there.
Okay.
That has a hex on it. Nope, it's right over here. And actually, it's a 7/8, Chris. Sorry about that. Okay. Wow. So, guys, you saw the pile of parts. This bike, first one out of the trailer, at least anyway, first one on the lift. And whenever you buy a pile of antique motorcycle stuff like this, there's lots of factors along the way that are going to determine if it's a good deal or not. I love this bike, or the look of this bike, so much. It's got all the patina, man, and all the cool original parts. I don't think there's one reproduction piece on this whole entire motorcycle. Looks like it was parked before reproduction. So if we can get this thing running today, it just might be a keeper. Don't know. So it's going to depend on how it runs. So if it's something that might interest you guys, make sure you comment. I don't know if this thing's a keeper or not. I sure like the look of it. It's going to depend on if it runs, how well it runs, and if it goes down the road. So just too much cool character on this motorcycle to even deal with.
I've got everything over here but 7/8.
Everything but a 7/8. Of course you do. It's because somebody doesn't put the tools away. You know what?
It's very organized.
Oh, it's right there.
You know what? That's my Indian name, is Many Wrenches.
Chief Many Wrenches.
Chief Many Wrenches. Little Croil in here. Oh, it's a champion. You guys know what we do with those, right?
I'll tell you what, whoever did this bike did all the right little things to make it a cool bike.
You're not kidding, man.
The risers, the bars, everything.
Oh, those bars. Oh my God, those bars. See, that was the thing when I'm pulling this thing out of the garage. These handlebars, these are Hellings bars, or Stellings and Hellings, Hellings and Stellings. One of you guys will tell me the proper name of the handlebars. And what they do with the Hellings setup, super simple. You just take your handlebars, cut the bars off, and this top tree is the original tree. And this little set of angled risers here, these are made by the same company that made the handlebars. They bolt right on, and then you clamp your bars to it. And this was like the ultimate period hot rod setup. And these, what they do is they put them up right in that zone. You just sit on a bike like this, which nobody's sat on it yet. We're gonna get to that. You sit on a bike like this and you just feel like a boss, man. Now we're gonna have to get in that trailer and find a seat. I know there's gotta be a seat. I'm sure we can find a seat T. But gosh, this here, I can't stress enough how amazing these handlebars are. It looks like they got cork on these bars. Just amazing. So is it hooked up?
Yeah, it's hooked up, moving. Yeah.
Beautiful. Come on over here. Let's see if we got compression. You can get a thumb. You go ahead and kick.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on, compression. Oh yeah, we got it up front. Yep, got a little in back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Good.
Good. What's that,
Cool.
man? Compression. Good stuff. What do we got for points? Guesses? Rusty? Clean? I'm guessing a original set of Harley Davidson points that looks like new.
Ah, nice.
Winner. Wow. And the points gap, what are we looking like here? There's no gap right now. And they look pretty good. What do we got here? Oil tank? Anybody? Clean. Is there oil in it? No. No oil, but that sucker is clean. What do we got in here? Not bad. A little grimy, a little orange, but there's nothing flaky. We're not even gonna pull it off. That's a really nice tank. Just the tiniest little bit of surface rust in there. God, I'm getting excited here. Okay, so what else are we looking at? Full fenders, stock Harley Davidson setup, 18-inch wheels. Doesn't really help us date it any. What did we determine? That's a 47 and up fender. It's narrow brace, which is a early 47 and back. That's a wide brace rear fender. The tanks, the bars, probably changed a lot over time. But what we see straight off, it's in pretty good shape. As rough and grimy as it looks. Indian headlight that seems rubber mounted.
I guess, I mean, if, as far as the motor, we could look at the belly numbers and just see what year they
Let's
are.
do that. That's a good idea, Chris. Can you see?
No, it's grimy. over
Grimy.
here.
Let me grab a razor blade or something. We'll scrape some of that off. Let's lift it. Here you go. Yep. Yep. What do we got? Can you see? 442-3172.
Yeah, so 3172.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the
Okay.
42, but so it matched.
So we got matched cases. Beautiful. That's a plus. We got compression. Spark. No idea if the coil works or not. Has it got a battery in it?
No battery.
No battery.
Oh, that's weird.
That's totally weird.
If you save it, it will run.
If you save it, it will run. This rear pipe looks like you could almost poke a finger through it. So, where'd our movie go?
It's over here.
Man. Let's go ahead and see what the inside of this carburetor looks like here, Chris. Beautiful 7-inch air cleaner. Holy smokes, that thing's awesome. Have a green? Like, nah, it's just fresh parkerizing.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That looks new inside, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Throttle plate open?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it go to wide open?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And these plug wires are ratty.
Yeah, this other wiring over here too is, of course, the Eeyore bike I think was probably worse on the wiring, and it ran fine. So.
And it ran fine. Yeah, what do we got there? That's a socket.
Oh.
I bet you anything it's his 10 millimeter.
Is it 10 millimeter?
Another one found. Another one
Recovered from the.
Let's even have a metric stuff on this bike for you. It was just pure coincidence, happenstance.
Well, that's where they go. They hide. You know, so they have to
Bet
find
you
a-
anything.
they have to- the least logical place you'd look for a 10 millimeter is between the fins on a Harley.
Well, if one thing is certain, we will not use a 10 millimeter
That's
wrench anywhere. Not unless I'm working on a new Harley.
I do like the brake light switch setup though, with the extension cord.
That's so when he's like hitting the brake over here, he can be like,
Well, I mean, but yeah,
that's speaker wire, isn't it?
it's either speaker wire or an actual extension cord, one of the two.
Chris, let's see if we can. Does the clutch move?
It's tight, but it moves.
It's tight. Back. Give it some back and forth, and it ought to free up. So now the next question is, does the clutch work? Heel it down. Spinning the motor. It's stuck right now. No, I can see it spinning the points. It also feels like we might have lost compression on the. There's compression there. There's compression. Low compression.
Now, I could see the transmission moving.
Moving?
Yeah.
Do that again.
But
Oh, yeah, that transmission's moving all right. So
Yeah.
primary cover's got to come off. All right, so primary cover's got to come off. Bike's got to go up on the rear stand because we're going to have chain adjustments inevitably. This chain is actually really nicely adjusted, but by the time we tighten that transmission down,
Yeah.
it very likely can change.
Yep.
So, hold on. Okay, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see if it shifts through the gears. God, look at how good that spins, guys. This
Yeah.
thing's been sitting 60 years. Little clutch, pop it into first, which is back.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. And what we'll have to do, are you toe down or
I'm
still heel down?
Yeah.
There we go. We just broke it free.
Yep.
Okay. So there's our clutches working.
Yeah.
Go into second.
Okay.
Put a toe down real quick.
Yep.
Yeah. Now hit it. Okay, you went past it. Yep.
Yeah.
There's second. Yep, and then go to third.
Okay.
There's third. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. It might not look like it, but this is how we start. We just start doing stuff. Order of operations? Somewhere. Okay. If you can grab a piece of paper, I'm just going to ring off what we're up against here. First thing we got to do, hook up the spark advance.
Okay.
Spark advance, we need a generator screw. We need crash guard U-bolt set up to mount it. We've got to tighten down the transmission and check the clutch. We're going to pull the primary cover off. As nice as that carb looks, do we even pull the float bolt or not? Let's try it.
Let's try and see.
Check the wiring, of course. Something tells me there's going to be hiccups with
Yeah.
the wiring. You can see up top here, there's a few loose and frayed
Yeah, frayed
pieces.
wires.
Fuel line looks decent, so that's good. New plugs.
Okay.
Check spark, fresh battery. Key turn. Nice, real nice. What else are we seeing here? Anybody in the comments? What are we missing?
Brakes, once we get it running.
We don't need no stinking brakes, man. Actually, though, these old 45 brakes tend to work pretty good. I know the front brake works when we rolled it out of the trailer.
Yeah.
Well, you need a seat.
Need a seat.
Yeah.
God dang, it's the obvious stuff that we look right over. Seat and seat T. That's where I'm going to start is pulling that seat post out. Chris, if you want to come over here and you can pop the primary cover off and we'll get to tightening that setup. These guys that I got the bikes from said, one of them said when he was a kid, he saw this bike run. I think they were probably all in their early 60s. So I'm guessing it's been 50 years, 40 to 50 years since this thing has made any noise whatsoever. And you can tell, I mean, looking at this bike, it's got all that surface rust that looks like the thing's been sitting in a moist garage for decades. Come on out of there. We're gonna have to go here. Come on, yes. That's what we like right there. Nice. Okay, I ought to be able to pull it, I think. Yeah, there it goes. Literally the greasiest part of every motorcycle was the seat post. That's good, okay. So we'll get to that in a minute. When we start looking for a seat T and a seat, well, I'm sure we'll find a post somewhere close. I'm gonna leave everything. No grime is to be removed whatsoever. Okay, so seat post is out. Do I have another one here? Boom. I'm waiting to use this. Same post. Same post. How's our adjustment? Really exactly the same. Look at there. See down on the bottom here? Adjusted exactly the same. So, all right, little grease. Okay. The reason we were replacing the seat post is that the actual pivot up here was gone. It's riveted in or peened in with a pin. This part here is crucial. We could have made something work, but realistically, it'd never work like it's supposed to. So there we go.
How's it looking over here?
Yeah, looks pretty good. It's clean in there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good stuff. What do we got? Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
A little tight. So the question is, when we tighten that up, Is it gonna get tighter or is it gonna get looser? And it also appears that we are missing one of the studs. I don't know what's going on with that. As much as that transmission was moving, it sure didn't seem like there's enough in there to let it move. What is going on with that? Don't you dare. Oh no.
It's stripped.
It's stripped. Oh no. Thing won't even hold oil. Holy smokes. It means we're in for a lot more work than we planned. The reason the transmission is shaking is because the bolts are stripped and you can't tighten it down. We're not even gonna be able to show you what we mean for a few more minutes, but now, see, this was right where that moment where you think you're moving forward, but we're actually moving backwards and taking this bike further away from where it needs to be. Battery box needs work, but it's usable. Oh no. I don't even know. That's a piece of aluminum. Well, let's take it out, find out. Ready? Yep. I feel like we gotta take this out. Yeah, we do. Oh no. Dang, it really, oh my God.
That's why. You think?
That transmission's dead in the water. Dang it. Oh my God, that transmission's been look.
Oh,
We're gonna pull
God.
that transmission out and see exactly why.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. Yep. Coming. All right, let's get a table out and look and see what we got here.
This is not factory.
Oh, yikes. That sucks. See, yeah, that sucks. That sucks worse. There is no fixing that right now.
There's one upstairs.
Is it dirty enough? That sure looks like it, don't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's dirty.
It's definitely dirty. And it's complete. Does it shift? Spin that side for me, Chris. Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's, I think that's 1-to-1. So that's top gear. Standard. We'll have to switch the shift gate out, dang it, which is part of the cool. We could also change the shift drum out. I think we changed the shift drum out. So my question is, do I have a late shift drum up there? As is typical with mixed and matched stuff, is the stuff is mixed and matched. There we go. I got one of each type. We're gonna see, grab a pair of channel locks if you would.
Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but these are directional.
This is not what I like to get into. So what we're looking at here, guys, is reversing the shift pattern. We know that this transmission is the wrong shift drum, and basically what's going on is you've got shifter dogs inside that move on the main shaft, and these grooves here slide those shifter clutches one way or another and engage first, second, third, neutral, whatever it may be. We know that this is the wrong one, so we can discard the one that's the same. Now, the next thing we've got to do is go through, leave this, pull this one out, leave it in neutral. There's fighting our detent ball. So we go back to, there you go, keep her there. Timing it with this is the toughest thing. That's all we have to do is make sure our timing is proper. There wants to go down in neutral, which we were, first is back, which pulls the lever forward, pulls this lever forward. So second position, that ought to be it right there. So we got first gear, neutral, second gear, but we don't have third. So I'm just a little too far. I'm a little too advanced. All right. So let me find where I want to be. Probably about, yeah, that's good. Third gear right in there. Oh wait, these are directional. Okay, so now we are in top gear. Ought to be 1-to-1 on the transmission. It's down to second gear, down to neutral, down to first. Transmission officially reversed. Took less time than I thought. We got our gasket there. I hate some Phillips head screws, but we're gonna roll with it, Chris. Okay. All right. So actually, we gotta come in your way. So I'll support it over here. There it is.
Nice.
Clutch back together. We got steel. These are directional. Anti-chatter. It says out. It's that little anti-chatter spring-loaded ball there. It's out. Back to right out there. Yes. I need that 9/16 ratchet. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
And those 1/2-inch nuts.
Yep.
Clutch is reinstalled, and we'll adjust it once we get the foot clutch lever on. Pretty much ridiculous. Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, here's the good news. We've now knocked one thing off the list. Once we finish this.
After we finish it. Jesus. Okay, we said 330, but then we changed it to 430. It's 4:08 right now. We're still shooting for it. Primary chain back on. This primary chain has seen better days, but it's still plenty usable. So let's get that battery box back in. Yeah, we're already in. That's nice. Starting to look like a motorcycle again. Starting to look like a bike. Bolts. Yes, sir. So we are officially back to where we started. Really great, just great. Now we can
Adjust the trans.
adjust the transmission. Go ahead and pull it back, Chris.
Pull it back.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I think it's gonna be okay. Okay, washer. I think, how's that for a washer? Okay, so now we are officially in neutral. Now I got 1/2-inch wrench and shifter adjusted while you lace on that rear chain.
Okay.
And actually, let's get that rear chain on first. This chain has the perfect amount of rust on it. Said nobody ever. Thing. It needs a half. Oh, it's got a half length. This bike. I'm telling you, dude.
What are you doing?
This whole chain is actually 14 chains.
It's different, 81 different chains. God, I don't even want to look for the other master links in this thing. There, and master link. You, are you locked?
Yeah, I'm ready to lock it.
Yep. Yes. Now we're back to these here. You got her? Yep. Go for it. Okay. I did notice we need a ground wire. I didn't check for hot wires. We got to adjust the points now also. Wow. We still haven't found a seat, so there's that part.
But we now do have 2 things off the list.
2 things off the list. How many things are on the list?
We got 8 more things.
Okay. Batteries installed though.
Yeah, batteries installed, fresh battery. Yes, okay, that's 3.
3 things off the list. Okay, let's adjust the points, Chris, and if you wanna maybe find a, I think you could find a ground wire.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know where or what you were gonna use for a ground wire, but there to the battery.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna adjust the points here. Let's see, bring her up on, loosen, and let me get some sandpaper in there too. Could you grab me a feeler gauge? Yes, sir. Kind sir. Thank you. 22 thousandths.
Sure you don't want a matchbook?
22 thou. 22 thousandths. I love it. Okay. Points are closed at the moment.
Okay.
Ready? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ho! Ho! Man, that's a big fat blue spark too. I'm feeling like the condenser's gonna be bad. We're gonna know here real shortly. We got spark! Okay, 8 hours later, or however long it's been. All right, we're gonna adjust the clutch now. Clutch adjustment, pretty simple on a Harley like this. So we're gonna go ahead and adjust the clutch before we put the primary cover on, because there's a derby cover or a inspection cover there that's closed up. And we got a long way for adjustment. So if you see what we're doing here, okay, and then Steve, go to the other side. This is what's coming into its own, ready? There's tight, and that's toe all the way down, and I wanna come to a little bit of wiggle here. I'm gonna back it off just a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Okay, torque it down.
Okay.
Nice.
Brake rod is pinned in place.
What's that?
The brake rod is pinned.
Brake rod is pinned. Now we need also, Chris, if you could come over here, we just need a little 1/4-inch bolt and a nut.
It's right here.
Oh, you got it all.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I left it all over there.
Okay. Nice. Man, that's a good fit. Holy smokes, that's a good fit. See if you can get us through there and lock that into place. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this on. This is what it's all about. I think are we gas, oil, and spark plugs?
Yeah.
Ooh, doggy. Yeah, we're gonna use them. Original Harley Davidson spark plugs. Where'd my plug wrench go? 2.5 and a half a quart in the trans, maybe?
Okay.
I think these are gonna work, son. It doesn't, so. I know. Just little cute little suckers. Okay.
What happened to all of our funnels?
Our funnels? This is not lame.
All right. Will that hold half, I think? Yeah, half a quart, you think? You want to try half a half?
Where's the gas? John, you wanna go grab some gas? Cool.
Where's this funnel been all of our lives?
I know, dude. This is like a winner. Maybe a little overfill. That's okay. Ready? Coming back. That's okay. I don't know what I was thinking. A half a quart, it takes like 11 ounces. There's that. So then what else?
That's it. We're ready to put gas in.
And look, and we popped that. It's bled. We had a 1/2 inch in our crescent. Oil lines bled. That's beautiful. Are we ready for gas?
Yeah.
Hot dog, let's bring it down. All right, guys. We got fire at the points. Got a headlight. Did you see that?
What? Hey, that's crazy.
Amazing. Taillight? Taillight, brake. No, of course we don't have brake light. Okay, Chris, let's grab some gas.
Okay.
That's not a lot of gas, but it might be enough. Hammer to bang on the float bowl. No leaking yet.
No leaking yet.
Oh yeah, we got a little bit of wetness down here too. Could be oil. Bang on that just in case the float's hung up. What happens, you get a little bit of trash in the float. We're not even going to touch this carburetor, guys, to remind you. We haven't inspected the float. We haven't inspected any of the jets of the carburetor. Just took a look down the throat and it looked pretty good. So we're going to give it a shot. I'm fingers crossed. If you guys got any ideas how many kicks, put it in the comments. My guess, 6 kicks. Okay, so we got a little bit of retard, a little bit of choke. Yep. Gas. Yep. Got fuel. God, that's a good sign. All right, here we go. Maybe 1 kick. Oh! God, let me start over. 2, 3. Here it is, guys. Oh, we got a puff. We got a puff.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
it is. Now we're going to see how good this actually is.
Wow.
Oh, come on. You know what? I got to tighten this.
Man.
We need a... How about it, dude?
So was it worth the fight?
I don't know. I haven't ridden it yet. I'll let you know when I ride it. So far, it's looking really promising. But the test, of course, is always to see if we can ride it, guys. The bike sounds good. It's got a little stumble, a little hiccup. I don't know what it is. It'll possibly clean out.
Yeah.
If not, we might need some carb adjustment. You can still, it's still puffing smoke that's been sitting down in the bottom end for, I don't know, 50 years. Okay, so what do we got now? We got shifter adjustment. So now we're going neutral. Dude, that adjustment is like right there. I don't even know if we do need to adjust it. Okay, so shifter adjustment dials in perfectly. Let's close this off. Chris, grab that pair of channel locks. So I think we're ready to ride it now, ain't we?
Once we find a seat.
Oh yeah, that's what we need is that seat. Ah, the seat, of course, it's the seat. So you got a cork on the top and a cork on the bottom.
Yep.
All right, Chris is gonna fix that fuel filter. We're gonna jump in and go find a seat. And if I remember, they're way, oh my God, they're way up front. Oh boy, this is not gonna be easy. Seat and seat T, there's the seats. Okay. There's a buddy seat. Oh no.
And it's got a CT.
And it's got a CT. We got a potential. There's a maybe. That'd be a maybe easiest scenario right there. I guess there wasn't anything in here. Think there's anything in the museum?
I'm sure there's something in the museum.
I feel like I did have another thick padded seat up here.
I mean, it's pretty nice.
Seat's worth almost as much as that whole bike is.
See it?
Oh, yes. This is it. All right. That's what we got, Chris. I don't know if we go buddy seat or white seat.
Well, I mean, it's got the buddy seat springs on there.
It's got the buddy seat springs. The white looks okay. It's kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. A little grease. That's it. It actually looks pretty good with that buddy seat on it.
Yeah.
I like to ride with my friends. Wow. Okay, man. Let's bring her down. Yes. I feel like Johnny from the Bike Riders. I don't even know that's a character. All right. The seat's tall. All right, moment of truth. Yoo-hoo! Come on now. Nope, not even in there. There, now we're in. Clutch works. Horn works.
So we started at 12, 6.5-ish hours.
Need gas! Now it's acting like, what you doing? To me, it's fuel. All right, it seems like what we got is a sunk float. The thing runs good for a minute, but then it just doesn't seem to want to fill the carburetor up, and I don't know where exactly that brake is at. So what we're gonna do is try and drop this float, inspect, see what we're looking at, and get it put back together, hopefully in relatively short order. Oh, there's our freaking problem. Jesus. Look at that crap cork float. Are you kidding me? I think. Okay. There we go. Okay, 1, 2,
Ease
and 3. I think we're ready. Here we go. Round 2. Something still ain't right. I just got to think about it. I
Yep.
feel like it ran too good for it to be like a valve seating issue.
Yeah.
God dang it, I'm so disappointed. I
Yeah.
wanted to walk away from this thing done. All right, well, let's reconvene tomorrow.
All right.
Think about it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if it goes. We didn't even do anything. Slept on it. Came back. Chris charged the battery. And I think it's running pretty good. Sounds good, man. Let's take it out and ride it. And if it's still running good, you want to do a kickstart challenge?
Yeah, I'm up for
Okay.
it.
All right, man. I got your number. All right. Shoeless Joe. Why is it called Shoeless Joe? Because it ain't got no brake shoes, man. Maybe he's right. Show you the raw power of a Harley 25.
It tried.
It tried. It's got no brakes. times can you do in a minute?
Who's got a stopwatch?
Ready?
Go.
Go. I'm not counting.
12, 13, 14.
Oh,
18, 19, 44 seconds. 20, 1, 2, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That's it.
27. Dang.
You saw the rhythm.
That's all the rhythm.
Tell me when you're ready.
All right, go. Five, 6, 7,
It's the rhythm, man.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, it's gonna be close. 13, 14.
Yeah, he's in there now.
Oop, that doesn't count. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Huh?
Yeah. 19, 20, 21, 22,
Call.
23. Pretty good, dude.
Awesome,
I'm
man.
impressed. That was good. All right, 23 to 27.
So maybe the bike is sorted.
It's kind of dialed in. All right, guys. It's the stuff we live for. Running, not quite perfect, but good enough for today. There he goes. 1946 Harley Davidson WL. If you dig what you see, make sure you check out one of these 2 videos up in the top. Support the museum. Come visit. We'll see you next time, guys.
Seems better.
It seems better. I think it might have been voltage.